What up, Nerdarios? Are you watching our various somehow elected for life officials who have nothing to talk about, no opinions other than creating sound bites as they ask the most absurd, poorly thought out and researched questions in order to get that perfect piece of gotcha tape from one Amy Coney Barrett? And as much as I want to sing Amy's Got a Gun, I refuse to play that shit song. So you get what I've prepared for you. And folks, that of course is... Well, this is just pre-show annex. This is Denver's top iconic rock, but before the show. From the Bay Area's finest. Are you a disciple? Are you going to be standing tall on the wall of America, looking across, waiting for the communists and the insurrectionists to finally be... Oh no, we've known where they've been the whole time. They're in the DNC, and they are in the mainstream media. Now let's go get them. They are literally the enemy of the people. Yes. Why don't we do the rundown of the music we're going to have today? Because I have got some fun ones on deck, ladies and gentlemen. Of course... My internet could be my internet's not working because I am hooked up to the internet voting backbone of Virginia. It's Testament, everybody. Mosh on with your bad self. Coming off the New Order. Yeah, you're about to got a little bit of Bangles, a little bit of Blondie. Some Fleetwood Mac action, a little face-to-face. Oh, I got some Metallica. Do I have some Hall & Oates, or was that yesterday? I cannot, because the rock rage happens every single day. It's so hard to keep it on track. That's right. Disciples of the one, sing along, you nerds. Obey. Yeah, let's go. Disciples of the ones. Obey. Yes, and I have stories. I have a ton of stories. Check one, check two. How's that volume? Is that too bassy? Is it not bassy enough? Oh, be careful of what you click on and what you are watching in regards to the disinfo being put out 3 weeks before the campaign. If you thought Blumenthal lying about going to Vietnam was bad, you should say perhaps there might be a psyop in regards to some information regarding Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and what they did to both Bin Laden, a fake Bin Laden, and a SEAL Team 6. But again, you're here to get the fakest fake news and the history of the fakest fast fake news and the history of the simulation, and that is why you come every single day to get the rock riffs. None of this is real. Now you don't. No, what are you going to do with that information? You're going to sit back and enjoy it. Alex is going raging. Let's see, stories. I got a Florida man attacked by a neighborhood squirrel. It's Joe Biden falling in the balls. Florida man calls 911 to report himself drunk driving. Florida man nearly killed in a freak lawn chair accident. Black cafe owner there in Portland says Antifa has forced him to vote for Donald Trump. That ne'er-do-well Boris over there in the UK wants to close pubs and ban overnight stays in a 3-tier system. First of all, here's the zero-tier system. He can do whatever he wants because he's in charge. Your three-tier system is you shedding 3 tears as you sit in his tyranny. Oh, what did you just do? What? Virginia voter registration down on the last day to register for the election. Obey. 96% of Canadian music venues are at risk of failing. Neighborhoods frustrated with noise disruption from homeless encampments everywhere. 56% of Americans who say they're better off under Trump, quote, maybe you shouldn't vote for me. Attaboy, nice job. Finally, some honesty in politics. Oh, it is a Donald Trump dance-off, that's right. But you know the campaign is going well when Anderson Cooper has to stop his show to blow Don Lemon while this song plays. Man attacks local news crew and absurd viral videos. Medical experts ignoring the psychological effect of mask mandates. Of course, they are here to psychologically disrupt everything you know to change your reality in front of you so you will willingly take the communism and the socialism pact they have for you. Sing along. YMCA, that's right. MACA. Biden answers question on expanding the Supreme Court, says, not a fan of court packing. Is that a yes or no? I'm just not a fan of it. I'm still going to do it. Now we're going to get the White House. We're going to get the Senate. We're going to get the hardest part about me being a president is somehow, how is Pelosi going to come up with a reason to immediately impeach me to put Kamala Harris in there? Pedestrian struck, killed by a car, Hillsborough. Deputies hit body on the way to the scene. Oh, no. Florida man prompts evacuation at Taco Bell after bringing a grenade he found while fishing. Of course he did. Florida man accused of handing out marijuana to passersby because it was Christmas. Indiana man chops off his wife's head and carries the head to the police station. Oh my God, in her teeth was a vote for Joe Biden. Indian man reportedly dies after fasting to pray for Trump's COVID-19 recovery. That is right. YMCA. Indian man has died after holding a 4-day fast to pray at President Trump's recovery from the coronavirus. Basa Krishna, who has a life-size statue of Trump, worshipped him as a god, was filmed crying when he learned of his idol's illness and then fell into a depression. He's been sleepless, nights, starved, and prayed for the U.S. president's recovery for the past 3-4 days and died of cardiac arrest Sunday around noon, a friend told the agency. Oh, my God. Now, how much do you love your president and the United States of America? Are you willing to have a heart attack to die in order to not have to live through a Joe Biden presidency? Other than feeling depressed about Trump and First Lady Melania Trump coming down with COVID-19, Krishna has otherwise healthy. No prior medical complications, according to his cousin there. He built a shrine and a statue in his house. Hard to believe that their Trump Krishna had passed away without him getting to meet his God who he worshipped. And folks, we are not supposed to worship false idols. No. You worship Jesus, and then you worship Mary, and then all the angels and saints, and then Donald Trump. That's right. Now, if they're all holding hand, like I believe that they are, you can worship them as a group. Enjoy the rest of the show. No, what? Oh, no, do you? No, do you? Check one. What? Text 5 to vote 5 times. Many times you want. No. Oh my God. Oh. And it'll be as real as the news tells us. As they all tell us the same thing. Oh my God. It's gonna happen. Just like they've told us 15 days into slow the spread. Keep your doctor, keep your 15 more days to count the votes to figure out who won or did not win this election. I've included everybody on Twitter. I only follow Ferdinand and Scott Adams. That's it. Fake news.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have as my guest tonight 2 gentlemen who need no introduction. Who are you?
need to talk to you about a serious concern.
It's about the move. What? This is nothing but moshing. Single riffs over riffs, nothing but riffing in the name of riffs. Whiskey in the Surfer 106.3 Denver Stop Iconic Rock. Let's go. Sing along, you nerds.
Fake news. None of it's real. None of it. Not a damn bit of it. Oh, folks, raging in the simulation on Denver's top iconic rock. It's Whiskey and the Surfer, Whiskey and Flip River, saving America one rock riff at a time. Folks, it's Blondie. Call me. Call me. Check one. Florida authorities are sharing the details of an unusual 911 call on New Year's Eve from a man who said he wanted to report himself drunk driving. But you can put me in jail as long as I'm only allowed to kiss myself up. Polk County Sheriff said that the dispatcher kept him talking while directing officers to the scene. When the dispatcher asked Michael Lester where he was, he says, "I'm too drunk, I don't know where I'm at." And then the lady at Dunkin' Donuts said, "What else can I get you?" Swung on. And when I asked what he'd been doing all night, he said, "I don't know, driving around trying to get pulled over." "I'm driving on the wrong side of the road," he said later. The reportedly he repeatedly urged him to park his truck and wait for the officers to find him. Unfortunately, he chose the wrong spot. He parked in the middle of the road. No, I'm telling you, dude. And then in today's society, if you are right down the middle in the lane of truth, you will be run over by the psychopaths on both the right and the left wings of this. We used to be representative democracy. Did I say that right? No, it's that smoke show Debbie Harry. Even though she's in her 70s, boy, does she still look good. No, I would learn French just to know what she was saying to me. She says, "I'm parked in the middle of the road. Sirens could be heard in the background a short time later. He admitted drinking beers and smelling methamphetamine." Fuck yeah, he was. Said he had barely slept. Not raging. No, you know what? I never play this, so I said, why not play it to celebrate Amy Coney Barrett saying, "You questions suck, your questions are okay." Ted Cruz, how are you all of a sudden likable? I'd like to know. Dickie Durbin saying, "I want to know what is on your notes," and she held up the Constitution and put it in their face. Oh my God, Dianne Feinstein looked at it and said, "What was that?" She looked at her Chinese driver. He didn't know either. That's right. Oh yeah. Florida man injured while moving pool furniture around his patio. It took only a second, but he nearly lost his life. Dear God. Oh yeah. Sleeping with one eye open is Amy Klobuchar's staff. Oh, did you give me these shit questions and embarrass me? No. They've been dodging binders of women all night. No, Mitt Romney just keeps handing Klobuchar binders of women, and then Klobuchar abuses her staff with them. And then she ate a salad with a Black Lives Matter pick comb. The laceration missed my carotid by 2 centimeters, according to a trip to the emergency room. Doctor, sir, something's wrong. Can you get this Barca lounger out of my neck, please? No, I wanted a life of leisure, but I didn't want to leisurely die leading this life of leisure. He's on antibiotic. He received a tetanus shot. Doctors concerned about the infection because the bottom of the chair was rusted. You want to know the freak accident like this even happened? Look it up later. There was a sail effect and a funnel effect that occurs sometimes on narrow... What? If somebody tells you, so this guy's... I'm like, how the hell did you put a lawn chair in your neck and almost die? He starts explaining to me the weather like he's Lieutenant Dan on that shrimp boat. No, he's like, there's a sail effect, there's a funnel effect, and sometimes in the down narrow arrows, like the buildings between the canals where Channel 9 will lure a patriot in to execute them using an air-to-well. Allegedly, I don't know if any of that is real. Forced to close down pubs and span overnight stays in England today, according to the 3-tier system we already talked about. He's going to hold an emergency Cobra meeting. Oh my God, it's just him and Marion Cabretti. His buddy's there, he's eating gummy bears. No, and then that ne'er-do-well. Oh my God, who did you go for as Halloween? I went as Bill de Blasio. Wait a minute, no. What I've done, I have a costume. Remember the bad guy from Cobra? Remember he had the axes and he's like, this is the soul of a new machine. He's smashing them together, that guy. Remember that, that permanently ugly face he has on his face? Which is the face you would have if you jammed Cuomo inside of de Blasio's body. You've got your axes over your head, your nipple rings have never looked better, and you are ready to hold an emergency Cobra meeting here with Boris Johnson, according to the Metro. Announcement will come after a week of backlash from northern leaders who warn his plans will shatter their fragile economies as they demand greater government support for the millions affected. Open up the world, you son of a bitch! No, our economy is off to never, never land, and once it goes to sleep, it will never be put up. That's right. We're all going to learn the code? How is that possible? If you stay with Whiskey and the Surfer Denver Stop at Connor Croc, I will teach you to code reality. Do you have breath in your body? You're already winning. Did you wake up today? You're already winning. Do you have food in the last 24 hours of your life? You're already winning. How are you sleeping? Did you choose to sleep well? And then are you sleeping well because you chose to? Did you go to bed having a good day so you woke up having a good day? Did you make those simple choices in your reality? No, because you're going to need to have a positive frame of reference while you stand in line for 11 hours to vote by handwriting in the state of Virginia. What? That's right. Yeah, well, that's something. Sing along. Oh, yeah, it's face to face. Never your fault, you've done nothing. In Richmond, an accidentally cut cable has caused the entire Virginia voter registration system to go down on the last day to register to vote before Election Day. The Virginia Information Technology Agency tweeted that a fiber cut near Route 10 there in Chester is to blame. No, it is not our fault, and we've never done anything wrong. No. If you don't think that the people who fixes the wire, who has not done a damn thing, and all of a sudden they cut their own wire, and now they put themselves to work. Due to the network outage, the Citizen Portal is temporarily unavailable. We're working with our network providers to restore service. Don't worry about your freedom. We're working with your service provider to provide your freedom. Do you have feet in your shoes? We're stealing them, and so Chinese kid can have it back. No estimate on it, or if the problem would be fixed Tuesday. Once the database issues are fixed, they will once again be able to register to vote. How? The deadline's over. You ne'er-do-wells know what you've done. And then you're going to claim voter suppression when Donald Trump wins all 50 states, and then what are you going to say? Survey, 96% of Canadian music venues are at risk of failing. Can you believe that China bought all of Canada? China doesn't have any live music venues. They don't have any independent art. They don't have 10 top comedians who hate Xi Jinping. Oh, wait. 10 top 10 punk bands who are fighting against oppression in China. Oh, wait. Because you've never heard of it, because there is not that there. So they came in, they bought our country, they bought Canada, and now they have thrown away all of our art, all of our ability to leave the house and make a living in the name of globalism. No, trust me, I know. I get all my notes from Alex Jones, who is hidden in the wall at Davos, talking about that new grand reset. They are coming here to steal your livelihood. No, you know, it is an economy eater. It is a man eater. No, these globalists are trying to scare you using the COVID-19 virus in the name of global warming. Of which neither they can prove. No. That ne'er-do-well who invented the internet. What was that guy's name? Al Gore invented the internet. 35 years ago, he said we were going to be dead in 10 years. What? He was frustrated with noise disruptions from homeless encampments. That's there in Seattle. All he wants is a good night's rest, according to Derek Weathersby. But not with the sound of a generator coming from a homeless encampment right outside his room at the Green Tree Village condominiums in Seattle. But if you don't think that the globalist folks are going around the world and they are buying up apartment buildings and condominiums and leaving them empty when they have this economic hiccup after we have a global related event in one country, and they're going to say, where are all these poor people going to go? And they're going to go, well, we have a bunch of empty apartment and condominiums here, and you're not your country. And you're going to send them all here. They're going to demand to vote. And then you're going to wake up under the communist oppression of the Chi-Coms. Are they going to rip my world apart? Along with Oates, Weathersby is concerned with the smoke coming from the fire pits, pollution, and at times the loud arguments. The noise, I would say, is number one, and number two, people shitting in the middle of the street. How about that one? It's unclear how many people actually live in the tents and makeshift shelters now lined along North Seattle's Jackson Park Trail near the golf course. I got a TV and a microwave, says the man who only wants to go by Champ. Hey, Champ, can you move your microwave? I gotta play through. He's the one with the generator making all the noise. He keeps it in the hole of the ground next to his tent. We asked him about neighbors who complain about the smoke coming from the generator or the loud noise. He says, tell them to call the cops. The city council's been a total joke. Peterson said, we reached out to the city council. We got a notice about everything else, and on that, they totally ignore us. Now we're waiting for the answer from Jeff Bezos. Neighbors here are coming to the realization that they may be on their own for quite some. Ladies and gentlemen, you are on your own to defend yourself, your family, and your liberty. And if it has not been further proven more than you will ever be able to see it, your elected officials are not here for your best interest, ladies and gentlemen. Even our dear leader, Mr. Donald Trump, who I believe is the funniest and most open-hearted president in the history of presidents. Again, I'm not going all in, no. I love the guy. I love my president. But the thing, folks, how many times over the last 5 years have these ne'er-do-wells on both sides of the aisle created something? Joe Biden says 56% of Americans who say they're better off under Trump, maybe you shouldn't vote for me. Oh, no, this is Kamala Harris's theme song. You know what I love? I love to have a bowl of Joe Biden MushHead in the morning. On Monday, Joe Biden was asked about the results of a poll during an interview at WKRC-TV in Cincinnati. No, you know what? And Gal Gadot can be whoever she wants in whatever movie she wants to play. No, if she wants to be the shark in Jaws, she can swim up and gobble these nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Bangles.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Anyways, this dude from Gallup reported 56% of Americans said they were better off today than they were 4 years ago, which would have been under Obama-Biden administration. So why should people feel that they're better off today under the Trump administration? Vote for you. Joe Biden responded, honestly, well, if they think that, then they probably shouldn't. The media wants you to believe that this guy is 14 points ahead of Trump, according to the Gateway Pundit. No, Antifa has shot and killed more people than have showed up to watch Joe Biden pretend to run for president. Man attacks local news crew in an absurd viral video. One man attacked a local news crew in a pair of videos circulating on Twitter, and those pair of videos posted by WSMV's Caress Jackman. The man's wearing a red shirt, walks up to her and begins to fight her cameraman. There are very few words exchanged, and then all hell broke loose. Jackman tweeted, "We never said a word to him. I got out of my car to record. He started to approach me. My photog tried to get his attention so he wouldn't come away, and luckily we had our assassin with us who showed up and shot the guy in the face for being an asshole." And the city of Denver has nothing to say about this murder. Why doesn't Antifa just go and attack donut shops then? No, don't attack donut shops, no. What else can I get? Can I get a large plain black iced coffee with light ice? Can I get 2 of those everything bagel squeezins? Can I get some of that candied bacon? You guys have Boston cream donuts? 2 of those. Can I get 20 blueberry munchkins? Anything else? Yes. Can you get this member of Antifa and tell him to stop shooting at my car? Not only does the cameraman not stop shooting, but Jackman also started filming. We have 2 angles of the attack. Usually I'd make some jokes about the fighting and things of that nature. However, there's nothing funny about this altercation. Oh, yeah? That's according to the Daily Caller. This dude looks like he's out of his mind and in need of serious help. Wait a minute. He honestly didn't he didn't look like he knew what planet he was on. He just started attacking 2 innocent people. Oh, where were you when you heard this? A little cracker action. The band, not the racial slur. No, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is Donald Trump running the table and then getting a blue Senate who immediately moves to impeach him over some nonsense. Unless either Joe Biden dies before the election, or they spill the guts of 9/11. They prove that the raid on bin Laden was a hoax. They find out that Biden really did spill the guts on SEAL Team 6 and got them murdered. I mean, folks, how many times have we been lied to? In fact, it is legal for the U.S. government to create propaganda to lie to you. Because again, folks, we have countries and people who hate our very way of life, and why would you always tell them the truth? Oh, 3 weeks from reality. Are we going to wake up to no more COVID? Psychologist Lynn Laird, this is on uncoverdc.com. Go check out this video. It is from, what's this dude's podcast? The New Book of Daniel podcast, episode 34. Psychologist Lynn Laird has a thing or two to say about mask mandates. To start, she says that the whole idea of subjugating the individual for the so-called greater good, which goes along with socialism and communism. She says, it's my belief that there is no greater good without individual liberty. Rise in suicide rates. The fact that people are psychologically triggered because they've had a hand over their mouth during an attack. No, you put on that mask according to the people who only vote one way. Biden answers question on expanding the Supreme Court. He says not a fan of it. That's according to Johnny Solomon's JustTheNews.com. I see the light at the end of the tunnel now. That's right. Now it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg taking her last step to hell. Biden declined to answer the question on the campaign trail since Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died on September 18th. President Trump swiftly nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett, a gun owner, a mom of 7. from a loving household. Who's the smartest person I've ever listened to, dear Lord, aside from my wife. Democrats, particularly progressives, have in response suggested adding more justices to the High Court. Oh my God, it was so evident. Remember yesterday we talked about how they tried to change the definition of court packing. Pedestrian struck, killed by a car. Hillsborough deputies hit the body on the way to the scene there in Florida. 2 Hillsborough County deputies responding to a pedestrian versus vehicle crash, the sheriff's office said, when they ran over the same pedestrian. No, we didn't hit a pedestrian. We hit a dead body. That used to be a pedestrian. How about that? But do you know how much less paperwork that is? Officials said 27-year-old Orlando man walked into Hillsborough Avenue and was struck by a 41-year-old Summerfield woman driving east. Woman reported the crash and is cooperating with the authorities. As 2 Hillsborough deputies responded to the crash, both of them hit the same pedestrian still lying in the middle. No. I hit a pedestrian that had already... No, wait. I hit a dead body that was already a dead body by the time the first cop hit it, so by the time I hit it, all I had to do was copy his paperwork and sign the bottom of it. And then I did it 7 more times because I had already practiced voting 7 extra times. Can you believe it? Go to the Instagram page here, at Real John Toll. You can see video of somebody who may or may not be legally voting there. And a sweet meme that I made today in regards to 80 Cody Barrett swag on a drive. Twitter, Facebook, at John Toll, YouTube, at John Toll, but I can't use YouTube because every time I upload something, they're like, this is not your music, you can't use it. Or you said something bad about COVID, we're suspending your channel. You know where they're not doing that? Is at rockfin.com/JT. Endorse the Pale Horse, folks. $9.99 a month. You get the entire platforms of independent content found nowhere else. Scotty Adams, Mike Cernovich, Graham. Spells Graham's last name. Damn it. I'm going to have to do the show over. I want to say Graham Hancock, but that's the Fingerprints of the Gods guy. Who else? Ronnie Placone's on there. Nope. Ocean Spray, this is now sponsoring this show at johntoll.net. We don't have plenty of time. We only have 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. No, you have no body in your future. You have your soul in heaven. How are you going to act as a soul when you are in heaven? Are you acting that way now? And when you make that simple choice, the rest of it is just acceptance and being thankful. And you will be faced with a global system that is here to have you to choose to remove your gratitude from you. Florida man made an explosive discovery Saturday while magnet fishing. The worst part about going magnet fishing, it's just ICP standing on the side of the lake going, what do we do? While using a magnet to search water for salvage items, the fisherman pulled up a World War II hand grenade, according to the police there in Ocala. The fisherman threw the grenade in his truck and then drove the Taco Bell, where he called the police. I'm calling myself on having a grenade and a DUI. Taco Bell was evacuated. Police said he was later reopened later that day. Ocala police later verified on their Facebook page the device was a World War II hand grenade, and a bomb squad had removed the device without incident. Florida man attacked by neighborhood squirrel as residents on high alert. There in East Sarasota, on guard this week, an aggressive squirrel has continually terrorized the neighborhood, causing residents to act in supreme abundance of caution. The offending rodent has gone after 4 people using its claws and teeth to injure its victims. Oh my God, imagine watching this thing with its rat face and its gnarly teeth. It looks like I'm being attacked for my vote by Nancy Pelosi. Security cameras caught a Saturday sneak attack onto a man who recognized the squirrel. It had been released by that rat-faced fuck Debbie Wasserman Schwartz as she was trying to break into another mail facility using an illegal Chinese squirrel. The neighbor in the area nursed the squirrel to health as a baby. He's named 8-Up after a race car and a truck. They're on high alert as 8-Up is plotting his next attack. Well, folks, that's the end of this. Come see us Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific on Denver's top iconic rock, johntoll.net, whiskeyandthesurfer.com. Did we get everything? Oh, we're going to have to do the marijuana Christmas story tomorrow. And the guy who chopped off his wife's head. Well, we got 2 more stories for tomorrow. Join us tomorrow on the 14th. Remember, if you ask for an extension to pay your taxes, you have 2 more days to get it done, unless you don't believe the government is a functioning body and you do not believe that your taxes are helping anybody. Because so far, the government has not helped a single one of us. Have they? Have they? Have they?